In a world of emotionally stunted a-holes, some rare specimens exude an almost supernatural magnetism. Their mere presence commands any environment with centered, self-aware confidence. Encounters leave you feeling deeply seen for once, understood on a soulful plane beyond surface interactions. Here are 8 unmistakable signs you've crossed paths with a highly emotionally intelligent human unicorn. Wielding bottomless empathic intuition, their X-ray perception cuts through social masks effortlessly. Like seasoned psychologists, these EQ prodigies hone in on subtle nonverbal signifiers, deftly reading context clues, micro-expressions, and energetic undercurrents. It's eerie witnessing how rapidly they attune to each person's unique psyche. Using their psychic intuition, they eerily anticipate subconscious needs, preemptively course-correct for friction points, and harmonize folks into aligned rapport. You emerge from every encounter feeling profoundly heard, understood, soothed, as if they felt your authentic self behind the small talk. Their empathic resonance accesses an almost mystical higher consciousness, humbly seeking growth through deep listening. These evolved beings breathe personal growth. Each interaction becomes a mindful masterclass where patiently internalizing unfamiliar perspectives stretches their wisdom. They don't ego-react or snap back defensively, but breathe, process, and reflect on how varied lenses highlight personal blind spots. Encounters devolve into authentic dialogues of co-exploratory curiosity, not combative debates. Their innate humility elevates listening over preaching, and their attentive presence makes you feel celebrated, not judged, when vulnerably sharing raw truth bombs about your humanity. Around such folks, self-work feels safe and celebrated. Dancing with ambiguous nuances, black and white reductionism repulses the emotionally intelligent. Their maturity handles complexity through nuanced analysis. Sitting with ambiguity, polylemmas, and paradoxes. They effortlessly dance between apparently contradicting perspectives without dismissing either as absolutely right. Simplistic certainty triggers their allergy to dogma. Their rich inner world ponders from multiple meta-levels, spanning subtext, context, interpersonal dynamics, cultural forces, societal impacts, and ripple effects. Real ones never resort to rigid binary extremism. They tease out intricate subtleties missed by single-track mindsets, resolving conflicts through compassionate listening. Old-school emotional illiterates scream proclaiming facts over feelings, like simpletons. But elevated EQ virtuosos understand feelings are an innate part of the human experience, too transcendent for dismissal. So during conflicts, their default mode prioritizes compassionate hearing over blunt, insta-reacting. They sense eruptions stem from subterranean root pains requiring delicate diffusion, not more flaming gasoline poured atop. Their patience fosters dialogue where adversaries can feel into their disconnections rather than butting rhetorical heads. That cathartic presence lowers defenses, draining tensions toward collaborative truth prospecting. Only then can innovative solutions emerge from the ashes of power struggles, bravely rebuking toxic power imbalances. For all their harmony-restoring talents, highly emotionally intelligent leaders know injustice triggers requiring ferocious confrontation. They just refuse to perpetuate systemic inequities and power abuses in the name of milquetoast politeness. Their moral compasses won't abide oppressive elephants being ignored through cowardly silence. So, they'll constructively call out dog whistles and microaggressions. They defend the vulnerable from bullying and subjugation. They courageously amplify voices historically silenced and marginalized by privilege. They disrupt systemic discrimination until everyone feels safe and included as equals. Their emotional mastery creates brave spaces for humanity to feel, find catharsis, then heal. Guiding with vulnerability rather than bravado emotional geniuses are antithetical to the deception and fronting plaguing most pretenders, faking deep value. These authentic souls project raw vulnerability as an invitational, inclusive guiding light toward collective healing. By transparently modeling emotional honesty, their genuine sharing sparks permission for audiences to reciprocally explore their inner depths. Whether disclosing regrets, insecurities, failures, or existential fears, their bare storytelling subliminally greenlights everyone accessing their human fragility without ego protection. This contagiously tender presence melts barriers, replacing shame and isolation with community validation. Their relatability in grappling with life's messiness inspires others to awaken to their worthiness amidst universal struggle. 7. Embracing gray areas over binary absolutes. Simple minds obsess over compartmentalizing into rigid black-white polarities like always versus never, right versus wrong, sinners versus saints. But the wizened recognize how reductive such dualistic frameworks are for capturing life's gray nuances and inevitable contradictions. To the emotionally enlightened, identity exists across a spectrum rather than neatly bifurcated antagonisms. These are the rare birds who evade us versus them tribalism through inclusive both-and integration philosophies. They strive to model multidimensional open-mindedness, balancing seeming oppositional tensions while respecting intricate multi-layered contexts behind each perspective, radiating unconditional acceptance. Those peaking in EQ transcend relying on external validations. They simply exude wholehearted unconditional acceptance toward all beings. Sans ego fragility, these enlightened souls radically embrace everyone's multitudes without attachment to altering their essences. Their Zen nurtures complete permission and safety for folks to just be as they organically are. With them, there's zero need to curate performative masks or sanitized personas tailored for judgmental consumption. All are invited to unabashedly unfurl as perfectly imperfect, flawed work-in-progress humans without fear of rejection. The highest emotionally intelligent understand authentic acceptance, not tolerance, allowing deeper human connections to blossom beyond superficial roles and expectations.